So for me, I had expressed a lot of doubt about that activation. I was like, I'm not bringing a gift. Like, you can't just make that stuff happen. Then I felt like the Lord was like, if you're in submission to your pastors, then be obedient. And I was like, okay. So I was obedient and I prayed and I thought, I'll just bring a candy bar. And then the day of that Tuesday, I was praying. I was like, candy bar, right, Lord? Which one? And I was just blank. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to the candy bar? And then I saw a picture of a highlighter. And I had these two new ones, this beautiful coral one and a purple one. And I was like, I'll give the purple one because I really like this coral one. And the Lord said, no, bring the coral one. So I wrapped it up and I brought it. And I told the Lord, I said, all right, if you want me to believe this, you better prove it. I mean, I really did say that. I said, it's got to be something like kapow. It can't just be like, oh, yeah, I need it in you. It has to be extraordinary for me to believe this. And so we did class and it ended. And at the very end, we were talking about the new names we got. And Sheri got her name. She said, I'd rather not say. And in that moment, I thought, oh, I'm going to give her this gift. I think it's for her. And I walked over and handed it to her. And she goes, oh, what is it? And I said, it's a highlighter. And she went and threw back in her chair. Her eyes got this big. I stepped back. I was like, wait, what's happening right now?
She's a believer now because the name that I got is Nisi. Nisi means Jehovah is my banner, a sail, a flag, a flagstaff, a signal, a token. And when I go a little bit farther into it, it says to gleam from afar. And I actually had like a bright yellow highlighter in my purse. It was used, and I thought, well, I know who this is going to be for, but she's not here. So to gleam from over, and when she told me it was a highlighter, I was like, because when you go all the way down to gleam from afar, when you highlight something in your Bible, you can see it without having to really read through all that. It's right there. You can see it easily. And so it was like, God told her not the purple one. It's because like coral is like, I have always kind of decorated with like peaches, corals, greens, and all those colors. And I have little touches of violet, but I like.
It was coral.
It's coral. Yeah. It was symbolic for me, or meaning, oh gosh. And I did not want to share my name Nisi because it touched my heart so much, but y'all made me share it because the testimony was there for Denise, and it was like, oh, I got to share it now. So anyway, it's awesome to me. To me.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer.